All right, what did he say? I will remind you, brothers, of the gospel I preached to you, which you received, right? He says, I want to remind you. It means that word remind is often, depending on the context of that Greek word, is often just read as make known. In English, it makes it seem like it's only talking about just reminding. Well, this is something that Paul has already told them, so he is reminding them. But really, the emphasis really is telling us, I just want to make sure you are aware of and that you know the gospel. The good news. Now, why does he want them to know it? Well, because he says, first of all, it's what you received. Secondly, it's what you stand in. And it's what you are being saved with. That's a very important point. All those things are so significant for us. That tells us the gospel is not just the gateway into heaven. All right? It is the very ground on which you stand from that point on. Christians, brothers and sisters in Christ, we need the gospel forever. We need the gospel when we get saved. We need the gospel 30 years later. We need the gospel at every point in our lives. Not because if we do wrong or whatever, then we're out of the kingdom, but because the gospel teaches us, saves us, is saving us every day. Little by little, saving us. I mean, I need the gospel right now. I've been a Christian since I was about 4, but I need the gospel right now. I had a friend in our church that I had texted about something, and I was being very careless, and I ended up hurting his feelings, and he told me, like, dude, what you just said just really makes me angry that you would say this, and I read it back to myself, and I was like, yeah, that really was kind of careless, and so I just said, look, you're right to be offended, and I think I was just really careless, and I'm really sorry that I hurt you, and I don't want to do it again. Please forgive me. And he did. And even if he didn't, like, I could go to God with the same thing, and he could forgive me. I need the gospel right now, not because I wouldn't be saved if when I do wrong, but because I know that I have a forgiving God that is every day purifying me, restoring me to right relationship. He says it is something you received. It's what you're standing in. It's what you are being saved with all the time. Not just a little bit. With this whole pandemic that we're in, COVID-19, we have no cure for it. There is no cure for COVID-19. No cure. We have treatments. Right? We can treat it, but we cannot cure it. What's the difference between a treatment and a cure? Well, treatment can help some of your symptoms. It can ease your pain. If it is making you breathe poorly, then a treatment can maybe help you breathe better and try to help your body defeat the disease and try to put you in as less pain as possible, give your body a fighting chance. But treating diseases can only take away some of the symptoms, but they don't actually cure the disease. It can't actually do that. It's a difference between a treatment and a cure. See, the gospel does not treat sin. It cures it entirely. Does that mean that you're never going to sin again? No, it means that the consequence of your sin will never kill you because God has forgiven you. When you have a cure of a disease, does that mean you never get the disease again? Does that mean you never cough when you get it again? No, it doesn't. You might cough. You might have a hard time breathing, but it can't kill you because there's a cure. There is a cure. The cure makes all the difference in the world. When the gospel is treated like a treatment instead of a cure, it's not the gospel anymore. All it is like, oh yeah, you got saved today, but now tomorrow you have to take this pill again, this pill called the gospel, and if you don't, then you're not cured. That's not how the gospel works. The gospel is received, you stand in it, it is something that continuously saves you from that time on. It is a cure for sin. It's not just a treatment for sin.